Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, what I want to do is talk to you about a hair growth routine for damaged hair. Now, if you are dealing with damaged hair of any sorts, whether you are dealing with thinning, shedding, bald spots, whether your hair just doesn't seem to be growing and flourishing, then you're definitely going to want to stay tuned to this video, because the tips that I share in this video are hopefully going to be able to help you to get your hair growing and flourishing. So with that being said, let's get into this video. Now, one of the main reasons why I wanted to make this video is because I've been getting a lot of emails where people are really saying my hair is damaged, I don't know what to do. This is also a common theme when I do phone consultations. A lot of people are saying my hair is damaged, it's not growing, it's not flourishing. What is a regimen, what is a routine that I can follow to get my hair growing and flourishing? Now, many people know that throughout the years I have encountered damage on various occasions due to various reasons, including styling, including heat, including just my overall health and dealing with hair loss from alopecia. And I've been able to get over those issues. I've been able to grow my hair. My hair is thick, it's long, it's flourishing. Not only was I able to get my hair growing and flourishing, but I was able to help a lot of you as well. Now, one of the things that I've realized over the years of helping my hair to grow and flourish and helping many of you is that a lot of the hair growth issues can fall into three categories. Now, one of those categories is people dealing with damage from styling their hair. So this is styling that they've put their hair in, whether they've realized that they have traction alopecia or whether they've stunted their hair growth. Styling is a cause of a lot of damage. Another category where people have experienced a lot of damage include using certain products or certain tools on your hair strands that have caused your hair strands to become weak, that have caused your hair strands to change texture, which might promote to breakage and thinning. So some of those tools might be a flat iron or a blow dryer, or even there are certain chemicals that you can put on your hair strands that can loosen it for a time. And some people have been able to get their hair to revert back, and others have just noticed that there was damage. And then the last category, and many of you know that I have suffered from alopecia, and many of you have as well, and that is a category of people who are dealing with damaged hair, hair growth issues from just health issues in general. Now, the first category I want to focus on is styling. If you are noticing that your hair is damaged because of certain styles, whether you were cornrowing your hair back, whether you were over manipulating it with a comb or the bristle brush, whether you were applying a lot of products onto your hair strands and you've noticed that now your hair strands are dry, they are weak, they are brittle, then you want to make sure that you're doing a few things that's really going to help you to get your hair growing and flourishing. So the first thing that you want to make sure that you're doing in this regimen for these particular people is you want to make sure that, number one, you are stopping with those hairstyles for a time. The second thing that you're going to want to make sure that you're doing is that you are washing your hair about once a week. You want to make sure that once you wash your hair, you moisturize your hair and you focus on nightly scalp massages. Nightly scalp massages are going to help to get those hair follicles stimulated where you might have experienced pulling, traction alopecia, thinning around your edges, or even in the middle. You want to make sure that you are doing regular scalp massage. Now, if your hair damage was caused by using certain tools or products that contain heat or chemicals which have caused your hair strands to become weak, brittle, they keep falling out, then what you want to make sure that you're doing for this category of people is you want to make sure that your hair strands are strong, and you want to make sure that your hair strands are moisturized. Now, clearly, your hair has been damaged at the strand level. This is not a stimulation issue. This is not, you need to massage your scalp to get, your hair growing and flourishing. Your hair is growing and flourishing, but the areas where you use that product, the areas where you use the heat, that is really what was damaged, and that is what we need to focus on. There are a few things that you're really going to want to make sure that you're doing. The first thing that you want to make sure that you're doing is that you are trimming off the ends of your hair that is lifeless, that is dead. Now, the next thing that you want to make sure that you are doing is regular hot oil treatments. Now, if your hair strands are weak from heat or chemicals, then you really want to make sure that you are using products that are designed for strengthening your hair strand. Now, many of you know the hot oil treatment that I am using, and that is my stimulating oil blend. And I might not need to focus on stimulating my scalp for growth. However, in that blend, there are many oils and essential oils and ingredients that are really targeted for strengthening weak hair strands. Now, the next thing that you want to make sure that you are doing is using a deep conditioning treatment. It's very important that you focus on keeping your hair strands moisturized, because if you don't, they are going to fall out. You're going to experience breakage and shedding, which will contribute to thinning. Now, if you are doing hot oil treatments and you are doing deep conditioning treatments for moisture, I was doing it in a particular way. I alternated between hot oil treatments and deep conditioning treatments in a month, and when my hair was strong and when my hair was moisturized, I started to reduce the amount of times I did it. So that really helped to get my hair strands stronger and healthier, and it really helped to keep my hair moisturized, which is very important if you have damaged your hair from chemicals or from heat. Now, last but not least, if you're dealing with damaged hair from a hair loss condition such as alopecia, such as scalp eczema, such as those sorts of things, and you're noticing that your hair is uneven, you're noticing that your hair is dry, once again, it's brittle, it's thinning, it's shedding, it's just not healthy, it's not thick, then this is a little bit of a different routine that you want to make sure that you are doing. And I'm just going to tell you what routine I was doing. One of the things that I was doing was I was using a stimulating shampoo. What I was doing was I was stimulating my scalp on a regular basis. This is to encourage new hair growth and to promote growth in the follicles where there just wasn't growth. And I use that once to twice a week. Now, the next thing that I would do is I would use my stimulating oil blend, and I would massage my scalp every single night. And once again, this was to activate those hair follicles that were dormant or that were sleeping. So I made sure that I was massaging my scalp on a regular basis every single night for about 3 to 5 minutes with the stimulating oil blend. I noticed some growth from that. However, another thing that I wanted to make sure that I was doing was I was focusing on the areas where there was balding and where the hair just wasn't growing. And what I would do is I would use my scalp balm. And what that scalp balm does was it focused on moisturizing that area. It focused on stimulating hair growth in that area. I made sure that I was rubbing that on every single night. I rubbed it on for about a minute or two, and then I would cover my hair with a silk satin bonnet, and then I would just go to sleep. And that is what I would do if you are dealing with alopecia, if you're dealing with hair that isn't growing from other hair loss or scalp issues. You want to make sure that you are focused on a very strategic, stimulating regimen, but you also want to make sure that you are focused on your overall health. Now, many of you know that I wrote a hair growth book on just the regimen, the consistency, on what I was doing to grow my hair back from alopecia and other hair loss issues. And I wrote an ebook about just making sure my body was healthy in general, which was achieved through diet and detox. You want to make sure that you are following what's in the ebook step by step in order to get amazing hair growth. And besides that, guys, thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. If you are not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel to get more amazing hair growth videos. If you are not following me on Facebook and Instagram, please go follow me on Facebook and Instagram. That is how I'm staying connected with you 2017. And if this video has helped you in any way, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend. Most importantly, thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Don't be a stranger. Let's stay connected, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.